Review code provided by EDF Official English. It's another day defending the Earth. Except not at all, because the planet has been blasted in various pieces and now the EDF is split up. Thankfully, you've been appointed commander of a new EDF and recruit brothers and sisters, no theybies, sorry, throughout this broken world to help in the fight against the seemingly never-ending alien menace of giant bugs, robots, and so on. The gameplay is almost like a normal Earth Defense Force game, that is, map-based levels where you'll be tasked with taking out waves of giant enemies. Don't worry about collateral. But there are a few differences. In this entry, you can have 4 characters as a single player's team that you can swap between at most any time. And whoever you aren't controlling will still participate in battle alongside you. You are not just restricted to the usual classes, however, as the characters in this game vary greatly, from wing divers from previous EDF games to bubble tea drinking chainsaw wielding teens. What attacks are at your disposal depend on each of these classes, and there are colour variants to share. Their normal attack could be an infinite melee one, or likely they'll use a different gun type that needs time to recharge. Secondary abilities range from dodging, using your jetpack as a wing diver, or throwing a couple of grenades. Not only that, but killing enemies and picking up yellow crates fills an SP gauge to unleash a special attack such as calling in an ant mech, buffing allies within a certain range, and more. There are no weapon drops in the base game, instead these are acquired by rescuing brothers and sisters. Most are based on some country stereotypes or mythos like the live-streaming Korean, the Bafana from Italy, or a koala suit wearing Australian. I think save some bad accents, it's pretty funny, though there's some jokes I didn't get. Each level you'll have about 3 to save marked on the minimap. Worry not about saving the same one, doing so will increase that unit's level, thus giving them access to other weapon types. I like the addition of melee, but they're only good in certain scenarios, and I definitely recommend having at least one flyer on your team. Don't forget to put on accessories to boost slower characters' speed or jump height. Armor is now a set increase rather than something to collect, making it easier to grind, though on normal you won't need to do that until the DLC missions. Another thing you might notice is that levels can be much shorter, going with the smaller maps, and I only ran into one tunnel-like level. The difficulty of this game seems easier than it usually is, but of course there's higher difficulties, and with a free update you get a post-game that brings back weapon crates. I did get given the DLC characters, which is very nice as I've never gotten a review code that gave me a deluxe edition before. And that includes Aya and Saki from Onechanbara, and their moveset is strikingly similar to that in their latest game, which I have reviewed here. It's especially interesting as both Earth Defense Force and Onechanbara originated from the Symbol series. The reason I got the PlayStation version rather than Switch is because 2-player split-screen co-op is exclusive to the former. The Switch, however, can do 4-player action as ad hoc local, and all systems can have up to 4 players online. Of course, you can play it single player, but it's a lot more fun if you share the action. From what I saw, I couldn't take my split-screen partner with me online, which is a little bit disappointing. One thing that seems to have turned a lot of people off from this entry is the voxel art style. Personally, it's not something I'm into, but I didn't dislike it either. I think it helps establish it better as a spin-off and perhaps to appeal more to kids. There's still decent detail in maps and the lighting can be really nice. I especially love seeing the various enemies cut into pieces and the layers of colour in their insides, like a tree. Sometimes the camera would take the focus onto something else, which got really irritating as I was often in the middle of doing something. If you can hear it, the music is actually quite nice. I got to listen to an idyllic countryside tune while firing explosives at giant insects. While there's volume options, I wish I could lower my own characters' voices so I could hear the story as it's delivered in the usual format, by Radio Cheddar. Plus, I'm really tired of hearing the same Geist gag whenever my wing diver uses her special move. I think the story got a little bit melodramatic by the end with all the characters bickering, but mostly it's funny with some fourth wall breaking. I played War Brothers on my PlayStation 5 and it was really weird to play an EDF game with a seemingly stable frame rate and no performance issues. Side note, we bought Iron Rain and it also seems to run smoothly on PS5. Faraway enemies will definitely appear to move slower, but with the new art style it's funnier than usual. I tried a level on PS4 and that seemed to go well, but I am no frame rate connoisseur. If you are playing on Switch, I imagine the situation is different, so do look for other people's reviews. I only ran into one glitch where on a particular level, the jumping spiders got somewhere that was hard to attack them from, but I still got them eventually. Earth Defense Force War Brothers is a spin-off game and it takes it to heart with different graphics and a fun system that gets you to swap between varied characters. I think it's a good entry point for new or younger players, giving them incentive to try out other games that their favourite character might come from. The Prowl Rider certainly makes me want to play Iron Rain. Returning players will still get the alien-destroying action they know and love. Playing on the PS5, it runs like a dream, even in split screen, and with the added missions, the game is now especially worth playing through. I give Earth Defense Force Forward Brothers a 7 out of 10. Keep an eye out on my channel as I might have another EDF related video in the future. Bye!
How am I gonna get likes if I fear